Good morning, how are you? I hope you're really well. This is Tarot by the Sea. I'm going to do a reading now for Thursday, the 28th of September 2017. It's going to be quite a quick one. I still have two poorly children at home, but I'm going to try and keep these down to 10 minutes only because I know you're really busy. So, just a quick overview for Thursday, the 28th of September 2017. Cards will come flying out in a minute. I always choose cards as they come out because that's just the way that I work, and I work intuitively as well, so I'm not going to be telling you probably. We have 4 cards just come flying out, so let's just use them. They know I'm in a hurry, so they're being really kind to me this morning. Okay, yeah, I work intuitively, so what I say will not necessarily be what's in the book. Sometimes it does tie up, sometimes it doesn't, but that's not the way that I work. I don't learn my cards, it's very intuitive the way that I work. So, first card that we have this morning is building blocks, okay. The second card that we have this morning is not for you. The third card that we have this morning is chop wood. And the fourth card that we have this morning is to the sea. Okay. There is a general theme this morning. I have done a couple of these. I keep saying that I'm going to do them quickly, and because I'm saying I'm going to do them quickly, that I think they're teaching me not to rush. So I've done about 5 this morning, and there is a general theme in the cards. Okay, it's coming out over and over. It's not going to be for everyone, it's not going to resonate for everyone, but this is the message that I'm getting through. The first card that we have is building blocks. There you are. Okay, there you are, looking very poised on top of your little project, the thing that you have been building for a little while. This is a longer term project, it's not a short term project. We're talking redecorating your house rather than washing the dishes. We're talking about a project at work rather than just sending an email to someone. This is something that's been going on for a little while, okay, and it's still ongoing. Yeah, you're still bringing in bricks, you're still working, but it's not finished yet, though. You may be at the end of a stage of it because this is 28. If you reduce it down, it becomes 10. 10 is the end of a cycle, and you reduce that down further, it becomes 1, which is the next stage. So I think this might be something that you're partially way through completing. You've come to the end of a stage of it, but it's not the end of the project itself. Okay, so you're there. You've built a lot, but it's not finished yet. You don't have your final structure. You're still standing on top of it, and you're surveying the land around you to see what needs to happen next. Okay, and then you have these other bricks coming in that you can use to build with. Okay. Not for you. It's a bit of a strange card to throw into the middle of this because yeah, no, it's okay. I can see what's going on, but it's just a bit of a strange card to throw into the middle of it. You have this fortune cookie in the middle. Okay, you have this fortune cookie in the middle. There's a decision that needs to be made, and the fortune cookie isn't open yet, and it's a little bit like Schrodinger's cat. It's what's inside could be good or it could be bad. Okay, you have these 2 opposing forces. I don't think it's a battle. I think it's a discussion. But there are a number of people on each side. There are 2 varying opinions, which are generally held. The last reading that I did actually said it might be you and 3 other people, or you and 2 other people, 2 of which agree and then 1 doesn't. Okay, so that could be the situation. I'm kind of getting a bit of a work vibe from this, to be honest, but it could be something to do with family and children as well. Okay, so you have these 2 opposing forces, a number of people on each side, and this decision needs to be made. It's a funny card to show that, but here we go anyway, so that's where we go. And there's a lot of information on both sides as well. Both people have their own agendas. Okay, they're both You know, in chess, it's like you're both protecting the king. Yeah, both are trying to protect their own interests. All right, they're both trying to protect their own interests. And you may be a pawn in this to a certain extent. There may be people higher up than you who are trying to protect their own interests. And here, this looks to me like, you know, one of those things that you get that basically, well, it's a bit like this, where it's like you have a set of rules. I'm thinking Harry Potter. I'm sorry, we were watching it the other day. Harry Potter, where the woman from the, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, the woman from the ministry comes in, Professor Umbridge comes in, and she starts putting these proclamations up on the wall. You have a set of rules, basically proclamations telling you what the rules are. Okay, and the decision needs to be made according to these rules, but there are two interpretations of the rules, okay? And this is what seems to be going on at the moment. And you're being told it's not for you. It's not for you, okay? That money for your project is not for you. That, you know, that ice cream in the fridge, kids, that's not for you, okay? Not for you now. It's for after tea, not for you. Leave it alone. So there's something that's not for you or not for somebody else, and you're saying it's not for you. Okay. The next one is chopwood. The next card is chopwood. Chopwood is about work. It's about just getting the job done. It's about needing to just get it done. Again, we have two doors, okay, and it kind of mirrors to a certain extent this, where you have the two sides. So you have two doors. You have something in the middle. In this case, it may be a person. Maybe you may be the person in the middle trying to balance the two sides of this. Okay, you may be the person who is trying to negotiate between these two groups, and you're trying to mediate. You do have these two buckets on this side, which kind of makes me think that you're leaning towards one side more than the other. Yeah, you're leaning, and you actually are. You're not in the middle here. You're on one side rather than the other, but you're trying to mediate between these two sides. So again, it might be to do with project at work, might be to do with the children, maybe to do with two friends. Maybe to do with two friends, one of whom is not getting on with the other. It may be to do with family in the sense of your siblings are not getting on. It may be to do with anything to do with that, two other people. But there are two sides anyway. This is the thing. You may have a decision to make yourself. There are two sides anyway, both with their own merits and both which are going to have their own agenda, as it were. Yeah, there are two sides anyway. And you're going to have to mediate. You're going to have to be the one in the middle. Now, the card that I got when I did the last reading, and it came up with something very, very similar, was that you may have to involve another person. Okay. This one is slightly different. It was the numbers that were showing me this last time. They're not this time. But you may have to involve another person, is what the reading said the last time, and I'm going to stick by that because it was a very similar story. If you can see here, actually, there is a person here. That's you. That is you. And there is another person here. So it's quite possible, yes, that you may need to involve another person who is going to come in and who is going to kind of balance up the scales a little bit and maybe give more information. And they are also on that side, so there you go. So quite possibly you're going to be onto a winner. But either way, you have to the sea. And this card reminds me of, I think it's Six of Swords in Tarot, where she's sitting in the boat and she's just sailing off to calmer waters. So you have this. I think, again, this is showing that you need to bring this other person in to kind of support your argument a little bit. And then you have it. And then it's all very calm. It's all very calm here, you can see. It's all very calm, and you just move on to the next part of the project. So I think you're there. Keep your head, keep moving forward, and I think it'll all be fine. So have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.